Imagine this. You're in the middle of a chaotic day, deadlines piling up, people demanding your attention, and your stress levels are through the roof. But what if I told you there's a 2,000-year-old philosophy that could help you stay calm, composed, and in control? Welcome to the world of Stoicism, a timeless guide to mastering your emotions and living a balanced life. Stick with me as we explore 10 powerful Stoic lessons that will transform the way you handle stress and uncertainty. By the end of this video, you'll have practical tools to face life's challenges with grace and resilience. Lesson 1. Control what you can. Let go of what you can't. One of the core principles of Stoicism is understanding what is within your control and what isn't. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When you're faced with a stressful situation, pause and ask yourself, can I control this? If the answer is no, let it go. Redirect your energy towards what you can influence: your actions, thoughts, and responses. Stress often comes from overthinking things we cannot change. For example, worrying about the weather on the day of an outdoor event achieves nothing. By letting go of such worries and focusing on how to adapt, like having a backup plan, you regain peace of mind. Imagine a sailor navigating rough seas. The sailor cannot control the wind or the waves, but can control how to steer the ship. Similarly, by focusing on what's within your control, you steer your life towards calmer waters. Practical tip: start a daily journal. Write down what's bothering you and categorize it into controllable and uncontrollable. Focus on actionable steps for the controllable items. Over time, you'll notice a shift in how you approach stress. Lesson 2. Embrace negative visualization. The Stoics practiced something called premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. They would imagine worst-case scenarios to prepare their minds and reduce the fear of uncertainty. For instance, if you're worried about losing your job, envision what you would do if it happened. This doesn't mean dwelling on negativity, but building mental resilience. You'll find that even the worst-case scenario is something you can handle. By imagining adverse outcomes, you gain clarity and the strength to act rather than react. This practice trains your mind to approach problems with solutions rather than panic. Think about ancient warriors who would mentally rehearse battle before entering the battlefield. They imagined every possible setback and prepared themselves for it. This preparation didn't make them pessimistic, it made them ready. Practical tip: spend 5 minutes each morning visualizing how you would handle setbacks calmly. It's not about expecting failure, but being ready for it. For example, if your car breaks down, you could visualize how you'd calmly arrange for alternative transportation instead of panicking. Lesson 3. Practice voluntary discomfort. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, recommended practicing discomfort to build mental toughness. He said, "Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself all the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" In our modern lives, we often take comfort for granted. Practicing discomfort, whether it's through fasting, taking cold showers, or limiting luxuries, helps us build gratitude and resilience. For example, skipping a meal not only helps you appreciate food, but also shows you that hunger isn't as debilitating as you might think. This practice also builds a buffer against adversity. If you've already experienced discomfort voluntarily, you'll handle involuntary discomfort with greater ease. It's like fire drills to prepare you for real emergencies. Practical tip: Challenge yourself with small discomforts, like walking instead of driving or turning off your phone for an hour. These small steps train your mind to endure hardships and develop inner strength. Lesson 4. Focus on your virtue. Stoics believed that living in alignment with virtues like wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice leads to a calm and fulfilling life. When you focus on being the best version of yourself, external chaos loses its grip on you. For instance, if someone insults you, instead of retaliating, focus on the virtue of patience or kindness. This shift in mindset not only helps you remain calm but also strengthens your character. Virtue is like a compass guiding you through life's challenges. When you face a moral dilemma, asking yourself what a virtuous person would do brings clarity and peace. Practical tip: identify one virtue to focus on each week. For example, if it's patience, actively practice it in your interactions. By listening more and reacting less, reflect on your progress at the end of the week. Lesson 5. Accept the flow of nature. Epictetus taught that much of our stress comes from resisting reality. He said, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do, and you will go on well." Life's events are neutral. It's our perception that labels them as good or bad. Accepting what happens without resistance helps maintain inner peace. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, instead of complaining, use the time to listen to an audiobook or simply enjoy some silence. Acceptance doesn't mean complacency. It means understanding that resistance wastes energy, like a river flowing around a rock. Acceptance allows you to navigate obstacles with grace. Practical tip: when something goes wrong, take a deep breath and repeat, "This is how it is." Focus on what you can learn or do next. Over time, this practice will help you build a calm and accepting mindset. Lesson 6. Detach from external validation. The Stoics believed that seeking approval from others is a trap. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "It never ceases to amaze me." We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. True calm comes from within, not from external applause. Shift your focus to living authentically rather than pleasing others. Imagine the freedom of making decisions based on your values rather than fear of judgment. Think of a musician who plays from the heart rather than for applause. Their joy and fulfillment come from the act itself, not from the audience's reaction. Similarly, living true to yourself brings lasting peace. Practical tip: when making decisions, ask yourself, "Am I doing this for myself or to impress someone else?" Practice aligning your choices with your own values. Lesson 7. Practice mindfulness and presence. Stoicism emphasizes staying present. Confine yourself to the present, wrote Marcus Aurelius. Most of our stress comes from ruminating on the past or worrying about the future. Anchoring yourself in the present moment helps reduce anxiety. In a fast-paced world, this lesson is more relevant than ever. Instead of multitasking, try doing one thing at a time with full attention. Whether it's eating, working, or spending time with loved ones, being present amplifies joy and reduces stress. Mindfulness doesn't require elaborate rituals. Simply observing your breath or savoring a meal can ground you in the moment. This practice builds a sense of calm that permeates your day. Practical tip: incorporate a grounding exercise into your day. For example, focus on your breath for 1 minute or list 5 things you can see, hear, or feel around you. This simple exercise can center your mind in the present. Lesson 8. Reframe adversity as opportunity. The Stoics believed that obstacles are opportunities in disguise. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action." What stands in the way becomes the way. Next time you face a challenge, ask yourself, how can this make me stronger or wiser? For instance, if you face rejection, use it as a chance to improve and grow rather than feeling defeated. Think about a blacksmith forging a sword. The intense heat and hammering shape the metal into something strong and resilient. Similarly, life's challenges forge your character. Practical tip: the next time you encounter a setback, write down 3 potential lessons or benefits from the situation. Reflecting on these positives will help you shift your perspective and stay grounded. Lesson 9. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Epictetus encouraged people to appreciate what they have instead of longing for what they lack. He advised, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." When you focus on the good in your life, you naturally feel calmer and more content. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance. Even on tough days, there's always something to be grateful for: your health, a kind gesture, or even a moment of peace. Think of gratitude as an antidote to stress. It reminds you of the positive aspects of life, balancing out negative thoughts. Over time, practicing gratitude rewires your brain to notice the good more often, creating a lasting sense of calm. Practical tip: keep a gratitude journal. Each night, write down 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. This simple practice can profoundly shift your mindset over time. Lesson 10. Remember the big picture. Finally, the Stoics emphasized maintaining perspective by considering the vastness of the universe. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Consider how swiftly all things pass away, and are no more works of nature and the works of men." When you step back and see the bigger picture, many of your daily worries lose their intensity. Imagine your life as a single dot in the timeline of human history. This realization isn't meant to diminish your importance, but to free you from unnecessary stress. This cosmic perspective can also bring humility and gratitude. It reminds you that while you cannot control everything, you are part of something much larger. This understanding fosters peace and acceptance. Practical tip: when you're overwhelmed, pause and visualize yourself from a bird's eye view. Imagine zooming out further and further until your problems seem small in the grand scheme of things. This mental exercise helps to put things into perspective. Conclusion: embrace Stoicism in your life. The beauty of Stoicism lies in its practicality. It's not just a philosophy, but a way of life, a toolkit for staying calm, focused, and resilient. By practicing these 10 lessons, you can navigate life's chaos with grace and strength. Embracing Stoicism allows you to cultivate a mindset that prioritizes inner peace over external chaos. As you implement these principles, you'll find yourself better equipped to handle the ups and downs of daily life. First, recognize what is within your control and what is not. This distinction is essential. By focusing your energy on your thoughts, actions, and reactions, you free yourself from the burden of trying to manage the uncontrollable. This shift in focus leads to greater emotional stability and empowers you to respond to challenges with clarity and purpose. Second, practice mindfulness and presence. Stoicism teaches us to be aware of our thoughts and feelings without being overwhelmed by them. By observing your emotions as they arise, you can choose how to respond rather than react impulsively. This practice not only enhances self-awareness, but also fosters resilience in the face of adversity. Third, reflect regularly on your values and priorities. Stoics believed in living a life aligned with virtue and integrity. Take time to assess what truly matters to you and ensure your actions reflect those values. This alignment brings a sense of fulfillment that transcends fleeting worries. Moreover, cultivate gratitude. Each day, take a moment to acknowledge the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small. This practice shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, fostering a sense of abundance and contentment. Lastly, remember the transient nature of life. Everything is temporary but the joys and the sorrows. This understanding encourages you to cherish each moment, while also accepting that challenges will pass. Life's impermanence is a reminder to live fully and to appreciate the present. In conclusion, Stoicism is not just an ancient philosophy, it is a practical guide for modern living. By integrating these lessons into your daily routine, you can cultivate a mindset that embraces challenges, fosters resilience, and ultimately leads to a more fulfilling life. Remember, the power to shape your experience lies within you. Embrace the journey with courage, and let the wisdom of Stoicism illuminate your path. As you integrate these principles, you'll find yourself becoming more composed and less reactive. Challenges won't feel as overwhelming, and even in the midst of chaos, you'll discover a deep well of calm within yourself. Thank you for watching this video and embarking on this journey into Stoicism. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent practice, these lessons can transform your life. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights on personal growth and resilience. Let's face life's challenges with the wisdom of the Stoics.